Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So you want to buy a drone, that's why you clicked on this video, but you're not sure which one to buy. And you want to buy a camera drone. A camera drone is a drone that has a little camera on the front that will record video at different resolutions and even take photos. Those are very popular nowadays, but you want to get a good one and you don't want to spend a lot of money. So this video is all about that. This channel's all about drones and I review all the most popular drones and all the most popular price ranges. So I've got a good idea of which ones are the best. So in this video, I'm going to tell you which drones, in my personal opinion, are the best for your dollar that are $299 US or less. Here we go. All right, so you see me bouncing on my chair? The reason I'm bouncing over here is because I want to leave room so I can post something over here. First thing I want to tell you is every drone I'm going to show you has GPS in it. GPS is Global Positioning System. It connects with the satellites up in space and it keeps the drone perfectly still in the air, and that's why these camera drones that I'm going to show you are perfect for beginners. No skills required at all to fly them. Now the next thing I should tell you is the drones I'm going to show you are ones that have good cameras for photos and video at their price range. So when I went through the list of drones I could possibly show you, I threw a lot out where the camera wasn't that good. So I've only kept the ones with a good camera. So that means if you buy one of these, you'll be happy with the end result. Next thing I should tell you is that all of these drones I'm going to show you need a cell phone or a tablet so that you can install an app on the tablet or cell phone and then communicate with the drone. And that's your interface for telling the drone what to do. Now this one is important because I can only pass on so much information in this video. For each of these drones, I have a full review below this video. There is links directly below this video that will take you to a full review. So if there's a drone I show you and you want to know more about it, just click on the link below and that will take you to the full review. Now this is an important fact I have to pass on because so many people goof this up. This video is being recorded in the month of November in the year 2021. I've written it down here someplace. So that means the prices I'm going to tell you or show you are all as of now, and they're in US dollars. So if you live in a different country and you're watching this 5 years from now, the prices are not going to match. So just keep that in mind. Another thing you should know about all the drones I'm going to show you is pretty much all of them can be flown anywhere you want. So you can take them wherever you want in any country and go fly them. It's up to you, the pilot, to know where you are allowed to fly and where you're not allowed to fly. There is one drone, however, that I will show you that I do recommend for $299 or less that actually has a built-in system that will check the GPS location of where it's sitting, and it will tell you if you're in a no-fly zone. And if you're in a no-fly zone, it won't let you fly. You cannot take off. And if you fly in the air and you fly into a no-fly zone with this drone, it will again just tell you, I can't go any further. I got to come back because you're in a no-fly zone. That's one of the drones I'll show you. But for the most part, all the other ones, fly wherever you want. You have to take responsibility for that. And finally, the last thing you should know is that everything I'm going to show you here is linked directly below this video. That means the full reviews, as I've mentioned, are linked below this video, as well as the links just directly to the drone because the prices might be pretty good right now. So I've linked them directly below. And I should mention, when I say directly below, that means look directly below this video. You might see a little arrow that says show more. Click on that and then you'll see all sorts of great information. All right, let's get on with the first drone. All right, the first one I have to show you is huge. It's massive. This is called the Up Air 2. Check it out. It looks like a DJI Phantom. All right, as I put the props on this drone, let me tell you. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Bing! There we go. All right, so here we go. So this Up Air is massive in size. The only reason I'm including this drone here is because a lot of you out there love the DJI Phantom. You know the Phantom 1, 2, 3, and 4? This is pretty much a DJI Phantom at $299 US when it's on sale. It is huge, so as a beginner, it's a big drone and it comes with a big controller. Now, what makes it really good is this drone is different. It's for somebody who wants something a bit different. So you do get a 3-axis gimbal up front, which is the best of the best. So that means no matter which way your drone is bouncing around in the air, your image will stay smooth. It does have 3 cameras on the front. The reason it has 3 cameras, please watch the full review below and you'll understand why. The reason it has 3 cameras is basically one camera shoots at 4K 30 frames per second, which is bonus. It takes 16 megapixel photos, which is bonus with that one camera. Then the other 2 cameras are to give you a stereoscopic image, you know, like a picture in front of your eye. I am told, I've never done it, I am told that you film that way, you will get a picture when you look at your video on your computer after you watch it, side by side. You're supposed to put that on your phone, stick your phone in one of those set of VR goggles that cost about $20 or $30 off of Amazon, and you'll see a stereoscopic image when you're flying of your flight. Never tried it, that's what people tell me. So if you try it and it works, well then post below and tell everybody else how great it is. It does have dampening right here for the camera, which is really good. So if there's vibrations and stuff, you shouldn't get any jello in the image. All your videos and photos record to a micro SD card that you have to buy yourself and stick inside. It does even have sensors on the bottom, so you have ultrasonic sensors back here. There's 2 of them. That's so it knows when it's getting close to the ground. Plus you have an optical flow sensor. That's a little camera that shoots at the ground and keeps the drone stable in the air along with the GPS. You do get a massive battery. I just pulled it out the back. Look at the size of this thing. So this battery will give you 20 minutes of flight time after you charge it up. You do get a charger with it. And the range on this here drone is 1,000 meters. 1,000 meters in miles is about 0.6 of a mile. It is a big drone, so it's about 1,300 grams, about 1,350 grams. So yeah, it's a heavy drone, but that's because it's like a DJI Phantom. Everything's rechargeable here, so you don't have to put batteries in your controller or the drone. Now for special features on this drone, besides the really cool camera, it does have GPS tracking and it will follow the GPS signal from your phone or tablet to the drone, so no matter where you go, the drone will follow and film you. So for $299, it's a pretty good drone. I would not buy this drone if it was like $399, $499, because it's only 20 minutes of flight time. But I will say a lot of you out there do like really large drones, and this is why I've included it. And it is often on sale. I think it's on sale right now for around $299 US. So with all of that said, if you'd like to buy this drone, I do have a link directly below this video, which will take you to a website that should have this drone on for $299 US or less. And if my calculations are wrong, maybe the exchange rate has gone wrong, maybe it's a little bit more than $299, but it shouldn't be much more than $299. So check out the link below. If you want to watch the full review on this drone and see more details on the camera and everything else and how it flies, a full review is linked below as well. All right, let's go on to the next drone. This is the next drone on my list, and this one's a really good one for the price. The price on this drone is $200 US. You get an awful lot for $200 US, so I'm sure a lot of you will be clicking on the links below to buy this one. So let me take it out of the box and show you what you get. So the KF-101 is a drone that comes with a case, and if I open up the case, inside we will get all our goodies. So the first thing I want to tell you about this drone that I like, when I reviewed it, I was pretty impressed with it. The first thing I like is that the controller is really nice, and it has a display on the controller for telemetry. So that means if you attach your phone, which you will, you attach your phone to this, there's a little spot for your phone, I'll just pull that out. When you attach your phone, say something happens. Say your phone, the app crashes, and now it's like, oh my God, the app crashes. How do I control the drone? Well, you can still control the drone because you have a little display here that's telling you how far away the drone is, how high it is, what speed it's going, all that good stuff. So I like this one. And it is rechargeable. Now for the drone itself, as I yank it out, it's pretty decent because it's one of the few drones on the market for $200 that has a 3-axis gimbal up front and electronic image stabilization. When you put a 3-axis camera gimbal up front and electronic image stabilization, you get pretty good stable video. You'll also notice it is a foldable drone, so you just pull the arms out before you're ready to fly and you're all set to go. Now, because the price is $200 US, it's not a 4K 30 frames per second camera video system up front. It is a 2K 30 frames per second camera video system. Can you tell the difference? Probably not. And that means when you take photos as well, the photos are not in 4K, they're in 2K. Can you tell the difference? Probably not. You can put a micro SD card in here so that you can record your video and photos. You have to supply the micro SD card. It does come with a sensor on the bottom so it can see the ground. It also has GPS tracking, so once again you have your controller, your phone on here, and wherever you walk, the drone will follow you along and it will just track you. It also has cool features like orbit mode. It can rotate around you. It has waypoints so you can look at a map and tap on the map and the drone will fly to those locations. It also has gesture modes. Put your hand up, it takes a photo or a video, do the bunny ears. Flight time on this baby is not bad. It's 24 minutes and the range once again is 1,000 meters, which is about 0.6 of a mile. So price on this drone, $200 US. Check the links below. I have a link directly to where you can buy it, as well as a link to the full review. All right, let's go on to the next drone. All right, the next drone is the F11S 4K Pro. Yes, this is a very popular drone and it's been around for a while, but it's super popular. The claim to fame for this drone is the range. This drone will fly 3,000 meters. So for the small price you're gonna pay, you get a drone that can fly 3,000 meters. And not only does it fly 3,000 meters, which is 1.7 miles, it also has a pretty good camera on it to give you photos, videos, plus a few other cool little options. So let me pull it out and show you what you get. All right, so yank this out of the box and you see you get a really nice hard case, which is pretty good on a drone like this. Did I tell you the price yet? Well, I have to look at my list. The price for this drone is $230 US. That's pretty darn good. So let's open this up and show you what you get. You do get a controller that has a display. So just like the previous drone, you'll get all your telemetry on there, all the good stuff. Put your cell phone up here or attach something else to put your tablet on. Everything opens up and it is rechargeable. Batteries look like this and they will give you 26 minutes of flight time. The drone is foldable, which makes it very portable. The only thing I notice about this model of drone is inside they use a barometer. They don't use any sensors on the bottom. Some people like sensors, especially if you want to fly indoors. Without any sensors on the bottom, it's harder to fly a drone indoors. Great thing about this is it does record video at 4K 30 frames per second and it takes photos at 4K. It does have a gimbal on it, but the gimbal, if I take off the gimbal guard here, is only a 2-axis gimbal. So you're going, oh darn, I wanted a 3-axis gimbal. Well, this has 2-axis gimbal plus electronic image stabilization, so it makes up for the axis it's missing. It does take a micro SD card that you have to supply if you want to record your videos and photos on the drone itself for higher quality. It does have, like the other drones, GPS tracking. That's what everybody wants. You know, you walk around with your controller and your phone in it, and wherever you go, the drone follows you, so it tracks you. You can also do waypoint modes on a map. Tap on the map, the drone goes to wherever you set your waypoints. You have gesture mode to put your hand up, so it takes photos and videos if that's what you want. A lot of these drones, probably almost all the drones I showed, they do have a zoom feature on. This one does as well, so you can zoom into things. The image isn't that great because it's just a digital zoom, but for some people, they really want to zoom into something and really get a close-up view, so this will do it. So as I mentioned, the price is $230 US, and the link to go directly to this drone is below. Now, there is another version of this drone which does not have the same range, but it's identical to this drone. It's called the F11 4K Pro. This one is called the F11S 4K Pro. So for $230 US, you get a pretty good drone. So I'm gonna put the link directly below to where this drone is, as well as the full review. Go check it out, and let's move on to the next drone. Now the next drone is one I really enjoyed reviewing because it was a really good drone. It's this one here, the Bug 16 Pro. So let me take it out of this here box and show you what you get. So like many of the drones, it comes in a nice hard case. Let's unzipper this. Inside, you get a really nice remote with a display. The only difference on this remote, it's not rechargeable. You have to put batteries in the back. And if you watch the full review, I'll tell you which batteries you need. Flight time on the included battery is 28 minutes of flight time, so that's pretty darn good. And let me pull the drone out and pull out the arms. It's a really cool looking drone. And slide on a battery so you see the full view. Look at that, how it opens. It's very interesting how it unfolds. So this is one of the few drones that has a landing light. Now a landing light is pretty cool. In the daytime, you probably won't use it, but if you're flying, you can turn it on. It's very bright on the bottom. But, you know, if you're flying in the evening or at night and you come down to land, you can turn on the landing light and it lights up the whole ground, or you could turn it on while you're flying up in the air. It's pretty sweet. It does have some cool sensors on the bottom on this one. You have height sensors and you have an optical flow sensor, so you could fly this indoors. Gimbal up front is a full 3-axis gimbal. As well, it has electronic image stabilization, and it's one of the few drones on the market with a 3-axis gimbal, electronic image stabilization, and it records at 4K 30 frames per second and takes photos at 4K. You can record everything to a micro SD card that you have to supply yourself. Range is about 1,000 meters, so that's 0.6 of a mile. It weighs around 628 grams. And for autonomous features, you have gesture modes, you have waypoints, so you can go on the map, tap, set up your waypoints. You also have GPS follow, so wherever you walk with your controller, it will follow you. And like the other ones, there's like a zoom control on it, but it's digital zoom for your camera. So once again, for around $240, $241, I'm looking over here at the price. Price keeps changing on me. So around, for that price, this is what you get. And I think it's a pretty good buy. And there'll be links directly below to where you can find it, as well as the full review. Go check it out. So in the title of this video, you saw that I'm only going to show you 5 drones. So these are the 5 best drones for $299 US or less. So the last one is the DJI Mini SE. Now I do know in different countries this is priced differently. In the US it is $299, which is a really good deal. In Canada it's a bit more because we pay Canadian and we get a bit more. But either case, for the price of the DJI Mini SE, I think you're getting a lot of value for your money. So let me take it out of the box and show you what you get. First off, like the other drones, you get a really nice case, and open this up and we'll go to our DJI Mini. I will say that the company DJI is the most popular drone company in the world. They make consumer low-level drones, beginner drones. Most of their money is in beginner drones, but they do make commercial drones as well, like big commercial drones for the industry. So these guys are international and they have service support centers all over the world. So if you ever have a problem with your drone, they're just a few blocks away where you can contact somebody and they'll be able to fix it or help you out. Now, because DJI is so popular, they make a lot of really good drones, but their drones are usually quite pricey. So this is at the very low end of what you can buy from DJI. And because of that, you're not going to see a lot of features, but the features you do see are really darn good. So let's start with the remote. So the remote is rechargeable, but there's no display on it, nothing. There's just a spot to put your cell phone, and that's about it. Not much more than that. The drone is the only one I'm showing you that is under 250 grams. So in most countries, if a drone is under 250 grams, you don't need much of a license or training or certification to fly it. At least in my country of Canada, if it's under 250 grams, you can just buy it and go fly. You just have to have a little knowledge not to annoy people. So it is a foldable drone, so you unfold it. It weighs so little at 249 grams. You can put a micro SD card in it. It does come with a battery, and the battery is going to give you 30 minutes of flight time on this tiny little battery. Now, because it's a DJI drone, DJI makes really good cameras in all their drones. And they didn't want to make a little drone like this that doesn't cost very much and put a crappy camera in it, so you get a really good camera. 3-axis gimbal up front, but they couldn't give you 4K, so they gave you 2.7K video, which looks really good. Trust me, it looks really good. And it can take photos at 12 megapixels, which is really good, and they are nice photos. It doesn't have waypoints, it doesn't have tracking to follow you. So for $299, you're getting, you know, the basics to get into drones. But this one here by DJI is not that bad at all. And this is my #1 pick for $299 or less, because to me, it's the best of the best for what you're getting, due to the fact that for $299, you're getting an under 250 gram drone, which is perfect for a lot of regulations. You can fly it. It's very tiny. Put it in your pocket, walk around, pull it out, go fly it. It's really good for that. The camera's really good. I will say this is my favorite drone for vacation. If you plan to go on vacation and you need a drone and you don't want any hassles, you want something really simple, this is the one to take. It's very quiet. It won't even annoy other guests at the tourist location you're going. So when you fly around to take videos, this is the one to have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put links below so that you can go check it out and see if it is the drone for you. And also, also, if you want to see my full review on it, that link is below as well. Oh, one final thing to mention. Since it's a DJI drone, unfortunately, it does have a no-fly zone. What does that mean? That means, like, say I go on vacation someplace or I'm in my country and I put the drone down and I want to start up and fly, it may tell you that it won't let you take off because you're in a no-fly zone. A no-fly zone is any area that's close to any type of airport. Could be helicopters, could be small planes at a farm, could be a major airport international, could be a military base. If you're anywhere near any of that stuff, it will not fly. And that's true when you're flying in the air too. You could be flying in the air, going in one direction, it will just stop and come back to you because it says, I can't fly in a no-fly zone. So one thing to keep in mind when you buy a DJI drone, you pay an awful lot, but you are stuck with that no-fly zone issue. So if you live near an airport, this is not the drone for you. Now, I'm sure somebody clicked on this video and said, I wanted to see a drone that was under $100 US. You didn't show any. Well, that's because there is nothing good. Well, there is one, and I have it here and I show it every year. The DJI TELLO. It's the Rise TELLO or DJI TELLO. This is an indoor drone. The reason I say it's an indoor drone is because there is no controller that comes with it. You fly it right from your tablet or phone. It's so easy to fly. It's very stable. It does have sensors on the bottom. It has a 720p camera up front, so it can shoot 720p video at 30 frames per second, and the video looks pretty good. The photos are 5 megapixel resolution, but they look pretty good. Flight time on the tiny little battery that it comes with it is only 13 minutes. But this is one of those drones that has, you know, it's got prop guards, everything. It's really designed to fly indoors and have a lot of fun, and it does some pretty cool things indoors. So if you wanted to buy a drone for somebody who's under the age of 10, this would be the one to get, and it's only $99 US. If they want to fly it outside, you can buy an aftermarket controller, connect it to it, and then you can have more fun flying it outside if you want. But it only has a height of, I think it has a max height going up of 30 meters, so that's, you know, over the height of your house. But that's about it for this one. Very basic, but still quite popular. So I'll put a link to the TELLO below. You can go check it out. See if it's the drone for you. All right, guys, those are the top 5 drones for under $299 US. You can probably find other drones, and you're probably going to ask me, yeah, but you didn't mention this drone or that drone or this other drone. Well, I probably considered those drones you're going to say, but I didn't find them to be as good as the 5 I showed you. I could only pick 5, so I had to pick 5 of the best. And when I say the best, all I did was I matched the price to the features to the camera quality. And yeah, that's what I came up with, those 5. All right, guys, if you have questions on anything in this video, just post it below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you in future videos. I'm going to do another video of drones $999 US and less, all the way down to like 300, and I'll show you my top picks from that, so stay tuned for that. All right, guys, catch you in the next video. Bye.